This is a regularly scheduled public session of Woodbridge Board of Education, is in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975, also known as the Sunshine Law. This meeting has been approved by resolution adopted at the organization meeting held on January 6, 2025. Notification has been sent to the record. Notification has also been posted in the Woodbridge Borough Hall, the Woodbridge Memorial Library, tapinto.net, and the Woodbridge Board of Education's website. Meetings of the board are open to the public, and all members of the community should feel free to participate. The board announces that under its longstanding policy, it will not discuss in public any comments made by members of the public concerning individual staff members. Before coming to the board, the chain of command should be followed. There are two portions of the meeting reserved for comments made from the public. The first at the beginning of the meeting for agenda items only, and the second at the end of the meeting for all other items. Issues raised by the public may or may not be responded to by the board, but all comments will be considered. The board requests that all members of the public be mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Due to the confidentiality and legal rights afforded by the state of New Jersey, members of the public are asked not to speak negatively or in a derogatory manner about any employee of the board or student. Please be advised that all or portion of this meeting is being live streamed and in real time and will be recorded for rebroadcasting at a future date. Roll call.
Mr. Fallon.
Here.
Mr. Garvin.
Here.
Mrs. Milano.
Here.
Mr. Vaccaro is absent. Mr. Biamonte.
Here.
Mr. Nieves.
Present. All right, on to a presentation of recognitions and awards. So as we start the year, we do have two new student representatives. To my left over here, we have Alexis Santana and Max Rosden. So congratulations, glad you're here and looking forward to your participation. So at this point, I will turn it over to you. You'll read your report. We'll ask the trustees if they have any questions, and then we'll continue down our agenda.
Good evening, everyone. We are Max Rosen and
Alexis Santana.
And we are excited to serve as this year's senior board representatives. We'd like to share some updates from Woodbridge Junior Senior High School. This school is off to a great start. Each grade level had meetings with administration where expectations for the year were clearly laid out. Back to School Night took place last week was a huge success. This week, about 40 of our juniors and seniors are being trained by the county to become election poll workers. The county will be bringing polling booths into our gym and showing students how to check in voters. Those trained will then be working on Election Day. Mrs. Paniagua recently started senior seminars to help guide the class of 2025 in staying on track with their college applications. All of our co-curricular activities have started up. Woodbridge offers a wide variety of clubs, activities, and we are strongly encourage students to get involved.
Moving on to athletics, congratulations to football on their fantastic start with a 4-0 record. The Blue Devils have received incredible support from the Woodbridge cheer team, and their halftime shows have been truly outstanding. Chris Rios has recently honored as the Bergen Record Athlete of the Week. The NJIC season is underway with a new league realignment for all sports except football and wrestling. Teams are placed into divisions based on last year's performance. Coming off great seasons last year, boys soccer, girls soccer, and volleyball are competing in the top-tier division this year. Girls volleyball secured an exciting victory over crosstown rivals Wallington last week. Boys soccer triumphed over Weehawken under the lights last night, and girls soccer was also victorious with the win over Indian Hills. Our teams have embraced these divisional changes as opportunities to challenge themselves and grow with each match.
Thank you. Trustees, any comments or questions? I did hear Back to School Night was a success. I do go to as many games as I can. Glad to see that our student athletes continue to excel. So where's this week's game? Home, perfect. All right, so we do have our student safety data report. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Lisa, but at the same time, he can roll right into his board administrator report.
Okay. Good evening, members of the board. Tonight I'll present to you the data recently submitted to the New Jersey Department of Education Student Safety Data System. Under the Student Safety Data System, all incidents involving any types of suspension in school or out of school must be reported upon. In addition, any alleged and or confirmed HIVs, harassment, intimidation, or bullying incidents must be reported as well. During the second half reporting period of the 2024-2025 school year, which runs from January 1st through June 31st, 2025, The number of incidents reported to the student safety data system for the district was 49, disaggregated as follows. For the Doyle School, there were 2 alleged HIB incidents, which were not founded, and 1 incident of HIB, which was found and confirmed. For the intermediate school, there was 1 incident of violence, 1 incident of other non-specific type leading to some form of suspension in school or out of school. For the high school, there were 3 incidents of violence, 1 incident of vandalism, 1 alleged HIB incident, which was not founded, and 39 other incidents of other non-specific type leading to some form of suspension in school or out of school. Non-specific incidents typically consist of vaping, internet violations, cell phone usage, class or detention cuts, leading to suspensions, thus must be reported under the Student Safety Data System guidelines. The total number of HIB incidents investigated within the district during the second half of the 2023-2024 school year was 4, of which 1 was founded. These incidents were all investigated within the 10-day required time frame. That is the conclusion of my Student Safety Data System report, and I will be going right into my Business Administrator report. Here are a few highlights from the business office on tonight's agenda. Since our last Board of Education meeting, the business office has been very busy. We successfully processed our first full staff payroll and enrolled our many new staff members into benefits. With more than 24 new hires, this is the largest staff growth our district has experienced in certainly the nearly 10 years I've been here. I believe Mr. Algro would agree this level of growth goes back much further than that. I want to thank Marissa Minervini, our payroll and benefits specialist, for managing this challenge with great dedication. Under finance, tonight's bills list is substantial, covering purchases from August 23rd through September 19th. This higher than usual total reflects the fact that many of our school year purchases are front-loaded as well, taking into account the launch of our new pre-K program and the various related staffing and supply needs. Since July, the business office has processed more than 800 purchase orders. Special thank you to Natalie Alonso, our accounts payable specialist, for staying on top of this heavy workload. We've also finalized the July 2025 financials. You'll see that on our agenda. August is currently under review and reconciliation, and we expect to present those financials at our next board meeting in October. Looking ahead, October marks the start of open enrollment for health benefits. This is the one time each year that staff can make changes to their existing healthcare plans. The business office will be available to assist with questions and to help navigate the state health benefits website. For parents, I'd like to remind you to submit your free or reduced price lunch applications if you believe your child may qualify. Applications may be found in the real-time parent portal by logging in, clicking on menu, and then meal application. While paper applications are available on our website, the online application is more efficient for both families and the business office. Approvals submitted online are typically able to be processed much faster. Please note, even if your child qualified last year, you must submit a new application for the 2025-26 school year. Unless you received a direct certification letter from my office, direct certification means your child qualifies automatically and no further application is needed. For all others, students currently remain eligible under the 30-day operating grace period from last year's approval. This grace period ends October 17th. If you have not submitted your new application by then, your child may lose eligibility for free or reduced price lunch, so please get those applications submitted. Thank you, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Lisa. Trustees, any comments or questions? Ms. Albro, Superintendent's report.
Good evening. As we enter our third week of school, I am pleased to report that I'm hearing a great many wonderful things about the opening of the school year. I had the opportunity to attend the high school back to school night program last Thursday, and I was delighted with the parent turnout. Mrs. Ragusio Ruiz and Mr. Sinclair did a wonderful job of kicking off the event with their parent meeting, and then the parents were able to follow their high school student schedule for an abbreviated time period. I thank Ms. Dudsack and Ms. Terminini for being there as well. Thank you to all of our staff as well for their individual presentations and to the many students who volunteered to serve as guides and provide assistance wherever needed. This week, the Doyle School will conduct their back-to-school night program on Wednesday evening. There are some very important notes concerning Doyle School back-to-school night, and I know that Ms. Schmidt has sent them home and will continue to do so. Pre-K through grade 1 families should begin their visit at 6:15 when doors open and proceed to their child's classroom. The teachers will present beginning at 6:30 p.m. Following the teacher presentation, our pre-K and pre-K through grade 1 families are invited to tour the building, but are not permitted to enter classrooms because there'll be presentations going on in other classrooms. So this would be the opportunity for our school families to get a glimpse at the entire Doyle School and Highland Avenue Learning Annex. It's very important that our grades 2 and 4 families, 2 through 4 families, please do not report at 6:30, as your program does not begin for a time after that. We do not have pre-K through 4 in the building at the start at the same time. They are staggered, obviously for size reasons. Grades 2 to 4 families should begin their visit at 7 p.m., at which time they may tour the building as they head to their child's classroom for the teacher presentations, which will begin at 7:30 p.m. In between visitations, families are encouraged to visit with our special area teachers and support staff, and the night will conclude at 8:30. On Thursday of this week, the intermediate school will conduct their back-to-school night program. We're looking forward to Principal Guglielmotti's first back-to-school night address. No pressure. Mrs. Guglielmotti will share, if not done so already, specific schedules for our 5th and 6th grade families. Regarding both back-to-school night programs, let me please remind you, it is respectfully requested that children be left at home unless completely unavoidable. Left at home with supervision, mind you. However, if it can't be avoided, you have to bring your child to back-to-school night, we can't deny you that opportunity. But it's preferred if you have the ability to have your child be supervised at home and you can attend the back-to-school night. That would be wonderful. Parking is not permitted in the staff parking lots, and all of our families are reminded to observe local parking regulations. Please do not block fire hydrants or driveways. Remember that this is an opportunity for teachers to present a preview of the school year and the happenings in their classroom. This is not an opportunity for families to engage in a one-on-one conference with their child's teacher at that time. Last week, information was sent home concerning 2 mandated postings. One, the notification of the school community of all state and school assessments being delivered or administered during this current school year, and they're listed by name, of impacted grades, timeline, etc. The second notification was the ESSA Title I Right to Know verification, where basically as superintendent, I am proclaiming the fact that all of our staff members are qualified and meet all the qualifications for their certificates and be able to instruct in the classroom. I'm obliged by law to send that out there. And if there were to be anybody who was compromised in that regard, I'm obliged to let the public know at that time. Right now, we are 100%, everyone meets certification requirements. This will be posted on our school website as well. The district has received the individual parent reports for the state assessments that were administered last spring in grades 3 through 11 in a variety of content areas. These reports will either be mailed home or distributed at back-to-school night. I anticipate delivering the district report of these assessments at our October 27th board meeting. Our school buildings have opened up in pretty good shape. The high school is receiving some finishing touches on aspects of security updates and electrical issues. All reports at the intermediate school are that things are proceeding well, and we are confident that it will continue. The Doyle School and the Highland Avenue Learning Annex continue to inch towards completion. We are currently experiencing some problems with the HVAC system in the annex or portions of the annex. Vendors have been on site, and we are awaiting the delivery and installation of specific parts to remediate the problem. Some security devices are still being finalized at the Doyle School, and some of our staff offices are nearing completion and occupation. While they are here, I would like to thank our building and district level administrators for a relatively smooth school year opening. There's a great deal of work to be completed during the summer recess while working around personal vacation time, etc. And I'm very proud of how well they have performed thus far, and I'm confident that things will continue to run smoothly. It is a wonderful thing to see our students and staff members occupying our school buildings again daily. Mr. Nieves, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Tony. Trustees, comments, questions? I'll just say it's great to see Tony. I know there was some doubt. Our buildings are there. We understandably have a little bit more work to do. But I know there were some eyesores out there that people are glad are not there. I know I'm supposed to announce, we'll probably do tours or come by either this week or next week. So appreciate everybody's hard work and support, right? We have a lot of, support, even outside of this board, our administration, mayor and council. So a big thank you to everyone for getting this done. Approval of the minutes. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Board of Education approved the minutes of the following meeting, public session meeting, August 25th, 2025. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Fallon,
Yes.
Mr. Garvin,
Yes.
Mrs. Milano,
Yes.
Mr. Biamonte,
Yes.
Mr. Nieves.
Yes. All right, before I go through the committee reports, does anybody want to read theirs? Yeah, why stop a good thing? I will forget, yeah. Before I get started, do we have any discussions for new business? That's why I was calling it ahead of time. No one else? All right, so we do have 3 walk-ins today. You will see them as P12, 13, and 14. So I will go through those in just a minute. So on the agenda tonight, we do have for policy, P1, approval of policy, second reading. PRN2, approval of regulation, second reading. Yep, all right, give me this one. Yep. Which one? Let's start over. Curriculum instruction, approval to purchase equipment, approval of field trip requests, approval of out-of-district placements, approval of related services, approval of transportation, approval of evaluation requests, and approval of McKinney Vento tuition. On to personnel. We have approval of personnel appointment 2526 district substitutes, approval of home instruction personnel, approval to rescind debate club, approval of personnel appointment, approval of 2526 biannual statement of assurance regarding the use of paraprofessional staff, approval of the co-curricular appointment, appointment of a student transportation driver, approval of the co-curricular appointment, approval of the C.E. Doyle 6th period teaching stipend 2526, approval of the request for leave of absence, approval of the revision to job descriptions. And then we have 12, 13, and 14, which are being introduced. Give me a moment. Where are those? Thank you, sir. And those are approval of staff translator appointments, approval of reappointment of unaffiliated district personnel, and approval of revised business administrator contract 2526. Thank you, Tony. On to policy, we have 2 second readings and 2 first readings, approval of policies, another for approval of regulations, both second readings, approval of policies and approval of regulations, both first readings. Buildings and grounds, approval of facilities request, approval of another facility request, which includes Moonachie. On to finance, we have approval of the bills list, approval of the monthly financial report to the board secretary and treasurer, approval of the certification of a balanced budget, approval of budget transfers, approval of fundraiser, approval of salaries, athletic workers, approval of acceptance of donation, and on to board operations. We have approval of tuition reimbursement payments for the 24 summer-fall semester WREA. We have approval to dispose of equipment at intermediate. We have approval to disposal of books. We have one which includes Moonachie, one which does not. We have approval of the creation of the intermediate school Instagram account. And our last 3, we have the approval of the 2526 district-wide nursing services plan. And then we have the approval to contract to transition to systems S3K web accounting, and approval of the Woodridge School District goals for the 2526 school year, and approval to accept the archive data of the student safety data system summary report period 2 of the 24-25 school year. Before I open it up to the hearing of citizens, do we have any comments or questions from our trustees? All right, we have a packed house here, so please line up. I'll open it up to the hearing of citizens on resolutions only. Really, guys? All right. Do we have anything?
There's nothing online.
Nothing online. Thank you. All right, trustees, looking for your support, which includes Moonaki, curriculum instruction, 1, 2, 3, 7, personnel, 1 through 8 and 11, policy and regulations, 1 through 4, buildings and grounds, 2, finance, 1 through 6, and board operations, 1, 3, 6 through 9. Discussion? Roll call. Oh, can I get a first?
Yeah, I'll make it first.
Mr. Biamonte, second. Mr. Garvin. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Fallon,
Yes.
Mr. Garvin,
Yes.
Mrs. Milano,
Yes.
Mr. Biamonte.
Yes.
Mr. Nieves.
Yes. Trustees looking for your support, which is Woodridge only, curriculum instruction 4, 5, and 6, personnel 9 and 10, policies and regulations none, buildings and grounds 1, finance 7, board operations 2, 4, and 5. Can I get a first?
Mr. Garvin,
Mr. Garvin, second. Mrs. Milano, discussion, roll call.
Mr. Fallon,
Yes.
Mr. Garvin,
Yes.
Mrs. Milano,
Yes.
Mr. Biamonte.
Yes.
Mr. Nieves.
Yes.